Exactly how to quit being shy, 9 ensured ways to get over shyness. Do you deal with shyness in social scenarios? For a shy person, small talk can be painful. You end up being racked with fear thinking about feasible means to respond to a straightforward question concerning the weather. Some reluctant individuals would rather have an origin canal than talk before a huge crowd or technique an unfamiliar person for networking. Your default action is to maintain your distance from others, which people misinterpret as being snooty. They will not see the fear you have of not knowing what to state if they start a conversation with you. If your shyness hinders how you connect with others to ensure that you avoid social scenarios, it might be that you have actually a problem called social anxiety. There are various sources of severe shyness. Nonetheless, it normally occurs when individuals have low self-worth. They become distressed about exactly how others perceive them. Shyness, a meaning. Exceptionally reluctant people tend to hold others at a distance. They isolate themselves, doing their finest to prevent social communications. In order to cope, some that struggle with extreme cases of shyness turn to alcohol. Being intoxicated minimizes our inhibitions. For extremely shy individuals, being drunk is the only method they can engage socially without being overcome by their anxieties of being evaluated by other people. A current research study demonstrates how shyness can affect an individual's wellness, and also the quality of the romantic partnerships they have. Some extremely shy persons create clinical depression, and also other psychological and mental problems as a result of seclusion. Since human communication is such an important part of living a delighted as well as fulfilled life, if this task is disregarded, individuals are likely to have a lower quality of life. Having extreme shyness is various from introversion, as well as childhood shyness. Introversion is a type of personality trait. Introverts have a tendency to concentrate on what they think and really feel within themselves instead of on outdoor stimuli. Although there are lots of autists that are also shy, it does not automatically comply with that introverts experience severe shyness or social stress and anxiety. Childhood years shyness, meanwhile, is a phase some youngsters go through where they seem to be reluctant around complete strangers. Children normally outgrow this phase, and it is typical for youngsters to experience it. Severe shyness truly occurs with a concern of being judged by other people, and also physical signs and symptoms when needing to interact with people. Individuals with extreme shyness might feel their hearts defeat faster when they see a person approaching them, or they might begin to sweat or turn red in the face. With severe shyness, you may have physical signs and symptoms together with your psychological and also cognitive signs. In this video clip, we provide ideas for just how to construct self-confidence to stop being reluctant. But first, let's check out the reasons for extreme shyness. Root causes of extreme shyness. Genetics. Some of your genetics may add to exactly how shy you are as a young kid, or as you grow up. Geneticists have actually done research to show which particular genes trigger shyness in people. Nonetheless, the genetic impact on exactly how timid you are is not taken care of, meaning that you can transform that aspect of yourself. Usually you cannot alter various other features that you receive from your genes. Most of us acquire some traits from our moms and dads, as well as since timid individuals tend to marry other shy individuals, those genes usually emerge in their children. However, even if their parents are reluctant, youngsters can still appear this quality and be outward bound. Prenatal variables and influences. Some medicines or therapies that are taken by expecting ladies might have an impact on the establishing fetus's personality. Additionally, a mother's infection during the prenatal phase, and even the existence of stress and anxiety, injury, or exposure to ecological toxins may influence a baby's brain and also result in modifications in their character. The nature, severity, and also timing of the occurrence would affect the problem or characteristic that the child ultimately materializes. Environmental impacts. The most variable element that can lead to shyness is possibly how moms and dads increase their youngsters, as well as the environment in which the youngsters grow up. Typically, you will find a timid child with an outward bound and strong moms and dad. As a matter of fact, parents that are as well assertive can overshadow their kids to the point that they are unable to establish their own personalities or social abilities when they are left to their very own gadgets to be social with other individuals. An unsafe community can likewise be an atmosphere that cultivates shyness in a youngster. In neighborhoods where children do not leave their residences unless there is something they need, they will not establish relationships with people outside of their household. But these outside relationships are necessary for kids to have in order to find out just how to handle problems in life. Some moms and dads keep their children close even if there is no threat present, which limits their youngsters' ability to function in social setups with others. The amount of warmth that moms and dads display to their kids can also influence their degrees of shyness. Researchers have revealed that kids who are often commended by their parents and experience heat have much less stress and anxiety and really feel much less alone than kids who do not really feel heat from their parents. Traumatic social experiences. Some individuals that are very shy might have experienced harassing when they were more youthful. While other factors might add to shyness, one major cause that frequently leads to shyness is a traumatic experience that probably entailed taunting from buddies that made the individual take out from other people. A small child might see such a scenario as an act of betrayal by close friends. This terrible event probably comes to be central to the child's conscious ideas for the time being, and afterwards gradually inhabits their subconscious. Since the mind attempts to remove unwanted ideas, they wind up being kept in the subconscious. This can lead somebody to act in a certain method, even if they cannot exactly pinpoint the factor behind it. Now that you recognize what might be causing your extreme shyness, let's check out points that you can do to overcome it. 9 ways to get rid of shyness. 1. Explore the reasons that you're timid. Maybe any of the significant sources of shyness stated over. Contemplating the root of your shyness can aid you become aware, and also accept that you genuinely are. For instance, if you understand a terrible event that happened that created you to be timid, it may be time to get aid with conquering those scenarios, and also memories. As soon as you learn to process what happened in the past, you may be able to go on with your life, and also overcome your sensations of shyness. If you believe it pertains to your childhood, analyze your relationship with your moms and dads now. Are they still domineering? Alternatively, are they shy themselves? One more thing that may have occurred in your childhood years that affects you as a grown-up is being classified as timid by other individuals. Often, individuals are shy when they are bit, and after that grow out of it. Sadly, some people latch onto that tag and continue to deal with others whom they deem as being shy with youngster gloves, even if their individuality has actually outgrown it. You have to acknowledge that shyness is something that you can get rid of in life. It doesn't have to be a static function. 2. Determine the triggers. Is it speaking in front of individuals that obtains you running for cover? Is it asking someone out? By identifying the triggers for your shyness, you can plan ahead, as well as create a course of action for when you're put in those situations. You can exercise what you would do if confronted with your triggers, and also job to conquer them. Some triggers, like public speaking, prevail. However, some triggers are extremely detailed to the private person. These triggers may be tough to determine, however you can obtain expert assistance to figure out what they are for you. These may be something as little as a smell, a detailed area, and even a particular song. Individual triggers are those that either knowingly or subconsciously remind you of a negative memory. People who struggle with trauma usually experience triggers from their surrounding environments. Possibilities are, you aren't shy in every situation in your life. You're most likely all right when you are around your friends or family members, right? Having the ability to identify that these people are not so much various than complete strangers is crucial. The only point is, you know these individuals much better. This will certainly aid you recognize that it is your situation that makes you shy. It isn't a trouble with you. Determining your personal triggers can take time, however it is necessary to do so. Then you can take the essential actions to conquer them. 3. Note down social circumstances where you feel most nervous, and after that conquer them one by one. Think about these things as your shyness bucket checklist. Participate in small talk with complete strangers, or develop the nerve to present on your own, or even ask a person out. The more you avoid social scenarios, the more your anxiousness will certainly fester. Act with confidence, as well as tell on your own that you have every factor to feel as positive as you can act. Sign up with a club or a sporting activities team that obtains you out in the area, as well as engaging with other people. This will certainly assist you satisfy brand new people that share your very same interests. Additionally, by practicing brand new activities, you will be overcoming a concern of the unknown, which commonly goes along with severe shyness. It is okay if you need to skip around your checklist a bit while you are doing things on it. Simply do whatever you feel comfy doing as long as you're pushing on your own. 4. Arm on your own with details. If you are most likely to have an event on the weekend break, and also fear the small talk, use the time leading up to the event to seek out details regarding existing subjects. Maybe the latest viral video clip, an issue in the federal government, or a global event. Study the topic and also obtain the essence of it. This way, you will certainly have a toolbox of things to speak about with individuals whenever among those minutes of silence hits. If you know what is going on the planet, you can be all set to discuss something with the other individual that they likely recognize something about too. Doing this will also assist improve your confidence in social situations. If you currently do not feel great, it will likely obtain a whole lot worse if everybody is speaking about an existing event that you are unfamiliar with. Ensure that you depend on dates with what is taking place worldwide, so you can either involve individuals who are chatting or enlighten someone that isn't well informed. Stating affirmations for self-esteem is additionally a fantastic method to prepare yourself for any social event you feel anxious regarding. 5. Make eye contact. Leave your shell by making eye contact. When you make eye contact, you are showing your confidence, as well as making a connection with the other individual. If you deal with eye call anxiety, this can additionally be disrupting your daily social interactions. Having the ability to preserve eye contact is a vital facet of any social communication. Individuals who are able to look other individuals in the eye are seen as pleasant as well as nurturing. However, many people that are either timid or socially nervous have problems with this facet of communication. Looking a person in the eye while you're speaking with them can be uneasy if you haven't exercised doing so, or if you don't like remaining in the spotlight. 6. Smile. A lot of shy people are mislabeled as being standoffish. Give unfamiliar people a friendly smile and see them reciprocate. It will most likely boost both your day and theirs. Grinning is a great method to acknowledge one more person, and a fantastic means to begin a discussion with anybody. You're revealing that you are welcoming, pleasant, as well as going to talk. It is commonly said that humans are social animals. Everybody is looking for some sort of interaction with other people. You're not interrupting them, you are in fact making their day better by grinning and speaking to someone else. Discover tips on just how to fake a smile to get going. Natural smiles will certainly come as you get more comfy. 7. Maintain a record of your successes. Keep an eye on your successes, also the small ones, overcoming shyness in a journal, as well as keep it for future reference. List your triggers in your journal along with any kind of successes that you have the ability to complete. Having the ability to watch your progression is an excellent method to stay determined and keep going. You will certainly be amazed at your development, which will certainly aid you think that conquering shyness is absolutely possible. The timeline for making progress with your shyness might be short, or it might be long. It is various for everybody. You simply have to believe that you will do well with this goal if you stick with it. 8. Provide yourself a benefit for every single success. If you have actually simply begun the behavior of becoming much more positive, rewarding yourself for each successful end result guarantees that the routine sticks. This will certainly help teach your mind that whatever you are doing that is difficult is a good idea. And also you will certainly get something out of it, along with the contentment of recognizing you dominated a concern. Re-watch your favorite flick that you've seen 100 times, or have a bit of treat after supper. Whatever you locate to be genuinely fulfilling, permit on your own that extravagance after you have a success, even if it is a little one. 9. Be kind to yourself. Shyness does not get overcome overnight. What is very important is that you're working to make things far better on your own, regardless of your pace. If it seems to be taking a very long time, that is definitely all right, because at the very least you're making progress. Not just are you constantly pursuing your goal, you are additionally being self-aware enough to recognize how well you're doing, which is a vital quality to have. Do not beat on your own up if you locate this procedure to be slow. That will just postpone your success, and also possibly lure you to stop your initiatives. Use it as inspiration to keep going. The animated short below is a parody of the popular story of Frankenstein's beast, and is for any person that has actually ever before experienced shyness. In this video, Dr. Frankenstein's freshly developed beast is very reluctant, to the point that it can't terrify any person. View to see what takes place. Final thoughts on being shy. In this article we've discussed shyness, its incapacitating results, its possible reasons, as well as some suggestions on how to stop being shy. Attempt a minimum of a couple of these pointers for a week, and also see the difference they make in your life. It is my hope that you find the ideas supplied below beneficial in aiding you turn into a much more positive individual. Lastly, we'd like to become aware of your own trip towards conquering shyness. Do not hesitate to share your experience in the comments below. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, click the bell to be notified whenever a new video is added. Thanks, and we look forward to sharing our next video soon.